Have you ever thought about how life's a lot like a pizza pie? Intrigued? Stay tuned. Picture this. You're in a bustling pizzeria, a vibrant symphony of tantalizing aromas swirling around you. The pizza pie in front of you is a masterpiece, a work of art that has been carefully crafted with a myriad of toppings. But is the true essence of the pizza really about the toppings? Well, let's say it's about 10%. Yes, you heard right. The toppings, the events and circumstances in our life make up a mere 10% of the pizza pie we call existence. It's the pepperonis of promotions, the olives of opportunities, the mushrooms of milestones. They're important, sure, but they're not the whole pie. Now the rest, that whopping 90%, that's all about how you choose to devour your slice. It's the attitude, the approach, the gusto with which you sink your teeth into every morsel of life. It's how you savor the sweetness of the pineapple chunks, how you relish the spiciness of the jalapenos, how you cherish the earthy flavor of the mushrooms. It's how you embrace the unexpected surprises, like a hidden pocket of cheesy goodness or a rogue olive that somehow found its way onto your slice. Life, like pizza, is a medley of flavors. Some are sweet, some are sour, and some are downright spicy. But no matter what toppings life throws your way, remember, it's not just about what's on your plate. It's about how you choose to eat it. Do you pick at it, nibble around the edges, or do you dive right in, savoring each bite, relishing each moment? So here's the takeaway. You can't always control the toppings that life plops on your plate, but you can control how you choose to enjoy them. You can let them define your pizza, or you can define your pizza with your attitude, your spirit, your zest for life. So when life hands you anchovies, remember it's all about that tasty attitude topping. Let's dive deeper into those toppings, shall we? These are the challenges life throws at us. Imagine, if you will, a pizza topped with a variety of ingredients. Each topping, unique in its taste and texture, symbolizes the different trials we encounter in life. Some are sweet, some are sour, and some are just downright unexpected. Take the anchovies, for example. Salty and fishy, they're not everyone's favorite. They might represent those unexpected or unpleasant situations that pop up, the ones that make us wrinkle our noses in distaste. Maybe it's a disappointing grade, a spat with a friend, or a sudden downpour on a day you forgot your umbrella. But here's the thing about toppings. They're part of the pizza, but they don't define it. Just like these challenges don't define our lives. They're just a part of the journey, a slice of the whole pie. What's more, we get to choose how we deal with these toppings. We could pick at the anchovies, complain about their taste, let them ruin the entire pizza for us. Or we could decide to embrace the unique flavor, maybe even find a new appreciation for it. Perhaps we learn to carry an umbrella, or find a way to mend that friendship, or work harder for the next test. And in some cases, we might decide that the anchovies just aren't for us. And that's okay too. We can toss them off with a laugh, acknowledging the challenge but choosing not to let it overshadow the rest of our pizza. So as we navigate through the pizza of life, let's remember that the toppings, the challenges, are just part of the journey. They add flavor, they test us, and they help us grow. But ultimately, how we choose to deal with these toppings, how we choose to eat our pizza, that's up to us. Remember, you can either wrinkle your nose at the anchovies or toss them off with a laugh. Now, what about the crust? That's our resilience, folks. You see, the crust of a pizza is akin to the unsung hero of the pie. Often overlooked, sometimes even discarded, the crust is, in fact, the foundation that holds all the deliciousness together. Without it, the toppings would slip off, the cheese would melt into a puddle, and the pizza, well, it wouldn't be a pizza at all. It would be a mess. In the same way, resilience is the crust of our lives. It's the underpinning structure that holds everything together when the toppings of life get a little too heavy or the heat gets a little too high. Just like the trusty pizza crust, resilience often goes unnoticed until we're faced with a challenge. It's only when the cheese is bubbling and the toppings are threatening to slide off that we realize the importance of a good, sturdy crust. The crust is what allows us to savor each slice of life, even when it's loaded with unexpected or unwanted toppings. It's what gives us the strength to keep going, to keep biting, even when the going gets tough. It's the crust that ensures we don't crumble when life turns up the heat. And just like a well-crafted pizza crust requires time, patience, and the right ingredients, so does resilience. It's not something that just happens. It needs to be kneaded, shaped, and allowed to rise. It requires a balance of strength and flexibility, the ability to hold up under pressure, yet yield to the bite. In life, our resilience is shaped by our experiences, molded by our challenges and strengthened by our triumphs. It's the silent force that, much like the humble pizza crust, allows us to hold it all together and savor the flavors of life, no matter how surprising or intense they may be. So the next time you take a bite of pizza, give a little nod to the crust, because just like a good crust holds the pizza together, resilience holds our life together during tough times. And the cheese, that's the happiness in our life. The more, the merrier, right? Imagine biting into a pizza without cheese. It's a bit sad, isn't it? The cheese on the pizza, the gooey, stringy, melty goodness, is what brings the whole pie together. It's a delightful experience that adds a layer of joy to every bite. In the pizza of life, cheese represents happiness. Just like how a pizza is incomplete without cheese, life is incomplete without happiness. It's the ultimate ingredient that makes the journey of life delicious and satisfying. Happiness, like cheese, comes in many forms. It could be the joy of accomplishing a goal, the warmth of a loved one's hug, or the satisfaction of a job well done. It could be the thrill of an adventure, the peace of a quiet moment, or the excitement of a new beginning. Every bit of happiness, no matter how small, adds to the richness of our life. The beauty of happiness, like cheese, is that it's not limited. We can always add more. The more happiness we have, the tastier life becomes. It's like adding an extra layer of cheese to your pizza. It doesn't just make the pizza better, it makes the experience of eating the pizza better. But remember, happiness, like cheese, doesn't just magically appear on our pizza. We have to consciously choose to add it. We have to make an effort to seek out the things that bring us joy, to nurture the relationships that make us happy, and to create the moments that fill our hearts with delight. Life is filled with opportunities for happiness. We just have to be open to them. We have to be willing to say yes to the extra cheese, to embrace the happiness that's available to us. So remember to add more cheese, more happiness to your life pizza. Finally, the pizza box. That's the environment we live in, folks. Picture this, you've just baked the perfect pizza with all the right toppings, the perfect crust, and the most delectable cheese. But then comes the moment of truth. You need to transport it, to share it, to keep it warm until you're ready to savor it. And for that, you need a pizza box. Now, the pizza box isn't part of the pizza itself, but boy, does it play a crucial role. Just like the box shelters the pizza, our environment shelters us, offering us protection, warmth, and a space to grow. It's not just about the physical aspect, like the house we live in or the town we reside, but also about the emotional and social environment we create for ourselves. Think of it this way. If you put a perfectly good pizza in a soggy, falling apart box, it's going to get ruined, right? Similarly, if we live in an environment that's negative, that's not conducive to our growth, our life might not turn out the way we want it to. On the other hand, if the box is sturdy and well insulated, it keeps the pizza safe and warm, ready to be enjoyed at its best. Just like that, a positive environment filled with love, support, and encouragement can help us become the best version of ourselves. It keeps our life, our personal pizza pie, warm, safe, and delicious. So folks, it's time we paid some attention to our pizza box, our environment. Let's try to create a space that's positive, nurturing, and conducive to our growth. Let's surround ourselves with people who lift us up, who make us feel safe and loved. Remember, a good box environment can keep your pizza life warm and safe. And as we all know, there's nothing quite like a warm, safe, and delicious slice of life now, is there? All right, folks, it's time for the final slice. Let's take a delicious bite out of this, shall we? So, we've been talking about life and pizza, two of the most beautiful concepts known to mankind. Both are a blend of various elements, some sweet, some spicy, and some downright unexpected. But then, isn't that what makes the journey so thrilling? Just like a pizza, life is a mix of experiences, or should we say, toppings. These are the circumstances that are plopped onto our life's pizza. They make up just 10% of the whole deal. Some of these toppings might be your favourites, like a promotion at work or a surprise vacation. Others might be like those pesky olives you never asked for, like a flat tyre or a rain check on your plans. But here's the thing. The toppings, the circumstances, they're just a small part of the pizza. They're just 10% of life. The real flavour comes from the remaining 90%. That 90% is how we respond to these toppings, how we choose to savour or discard them. It's the attitude with which we bite into our pizza of life. Just think about it. You could enjoy a slice of pizza with the most ordinary of toppings if it's baked with love and shared with joy. Similarly, you could find happiness in the simplest of situations if you approach them with positivity and gratitude. So the next time you find a topping in your life's pizza that you didn't ask for, remember, it's not about the topping. It's about how you choose to eat it. Will you let it ruin your slice? Or will you chuckle, pick it off, and continue enjoying your pizza? In the end, it's not about the pizza. It's about the experience of savouring it. It's not about life's circumstances. It's about how we choose to respond to them. So when life gives you anchovies, remember it's all about your attitude. Enjoy your pizza of life, folks.